If you're in the wedding business, you know the dream. It's working with couples that just absolutely click with you at the weddings that totally light you up. But finding them can feel like looking for a needle in a haystack. So today, we're going to talk about how to ditch the haystack and basically get a magnet so you can stop searching and start attracting. So let me ask you something. And I have a feeling this is going to hit home for a lot of you. Does this feel familiar? You're putting so much work out there. You're posting, you're writing, you're creating, but it feels like you're getting crickets in return. And the clients who do inquire, they're just not quite the right fit. This feeling usually comes from a really common mistake that so many of us make. I call it the attract everyone trap. It's this gut instinct to cast our market net as wide as possible, thinking that more people we reach, the better. But as we're about to see, that strategy can seriously backfire. And right here is the absolute heart of the problem. When you try to be everything to everyone, your message just gets watered down. It's just more of the same in a market that's packed with generic messages. It just gets totally lost and it doesn't connect with anyone. It's like you're just shouting into a void. Let's dig into that feeling because I'm willing to bet some of these sound very, very familiar. This one is so common. It's that feeling of being on a hamster wheel. You know you're working so hard and you know exactly the kind of beautiful creative weddings you want to be part of, but you just can't seem to figure out how to get them. And then there's this one, and this is a huge gap. On one side, you've got the business you have now. Maybe your calendar's full, but you're just not feeling inspired. And on the other side is the business you dream of, the one that doesn't just pay the bills, but actually fills you with joy and creative energy. So the big question is, how do we get from here to there? This one hits on a really crucial point: your value. It's not just about finding a creative match, it's about finding clients who see your talent, see your expertise, and who are genuinely happy to invest in the quality you bring. It's about finally ending that cycle of constantly having to justify your prices. So, you can see how all these things are connected. They're not separate problems, they're all symptoms of the exact same issue. Your social media feels flat because who are you talking to? You attract clients who just want the cheapest option because your messaging isn't screaming about your value. You end up taking all those draining weddings because you haven't really defined what a perfect one looks like for you. And it all comes back to shouting into the void instead of just whispering in the right person's ear. But what if there was a different way? What if you could stop shouting and just tune into the right frequency? That's what magnetic marketing is all about. And it all starts with getting to know one very specific person, your ideal client. This right here is the fundamental shift. It's time to stop trying to broadcast to a massive crowd. Instead, I want you to imagine that you're just having a cup of coffee with one person, just one. And you're going to write every single email, every Instagram caption, every word on your website directly for them. And this is that one person. We call this your ideal client avatar, or your ICA. Now, don't let the marketing term scare you. Just think of her as the main character in your brand story. She's basically a fictional person, but she's made up of all the best parts of your favourite clients you've ever had. You know, the ones who just got you. Okay, so how do we actually bring this person to life? We get super specific. Don't just think couples in their late 20s. Give her a name. Let's call her Olivia. What does Olivia do for work? What does she value more than anything in a wedding supplier? Is it timeless elegance, a really unique creative vision, or maybe completely seamless, stress free experience? Picture her on a Sunday morning. Is she scrolling Pinterest for venue layout ideas? Or is she on Instagram bookmarking high end wedding photographers? And what exact words is she typing into Google to find a service like yours? The more details you can dream of, the clearer everything else becomes. Once you have this person, this Olivia, crystal clear in your mind, everything starts to click into place. The chaos of just throwing marketing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, it disappears, and it's replaced by this amazing, focused, intentional clarity. Let's look at what that transformation would really look like. So, before, you were just putting out generic posts. After, you're writing captions that make your ideal client feel like you're literally reading her mind. Before, you were attracting price shoppers. After, you're attracting people who totally get your value. Your weddings become dream projects. Your pricing feels confident and right. And every single interaction, right from that very first inquiry, feels personal and genuine. Defining your avatar also helps you figure out exactly where you fit in the market. So, you've basically got three main marketing areas. There's a budget market that's all about lower prices, but you need a ton of clients to make it work. Then you've got the luxury market, which has that premium price tag, but usually requires a bigger team and a lot of infrastructure. But for a lot of us, the real sweet spot is right in the middle. And this right here is what we call the magic zone, especially for solo, creative, and small businesses. The top end of the mid market is where you want to be. This is where you find those wonderful couples who have a healthy budget. They truly value your expertise and they are happy to pay for it. This allows you to build a really sustainable, profitable business without needing a massive team. Your ICA is the key to finding that person. But here's the thing, the power of your ideal client avatar doesn't just stop at marketing. It creates this incredible ripple effect that aligns your entire business. How? Well, let's take a look. Your ICA informs everything. You'll set your pricing with confidence because you know it matches the value she's looking for. You'll create packages that have the exact things she wants. Your Instagram content will speak her language. Your email responses will anticipate her questions. And you'll even know which other suppliers to network with because they serve her too. And all of a sudden, every single part of your business is working together perfectly. So it really all comes back to this one simple truth. The key isn't to be for everyone. The key is to be everything to the right one. The most successful and honestly the most fulfilled wedding pros out there are not afraid to be specific. They know exactly who they are for and they build their entire business around that one person. And that just leaves us with one last question for you to really think about. Who is she? What is her name? What does she dream about for her wedding day? The moment you can answer that with crystal clear detail, this is the moment your business starts to truly transform. So, who is that one person your business is waiting for?